like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.
What's good, Gangalang? I hope you're all well. I'm so happy you're back with me today on another Sunday. We're going to be talking about when Jesus healed the demon-possessed man. We're going to read from the ESV, which is the English Standard Version, and the story can be found in Luke 8:26 through to 39, and also in Mark 5:1 through 20. But we're reading the account of Luke today. Let's get into it! Then they sailed to the country of the Gerasenes, which is opposite Galilee. When Jesus had stepped out onto the land, there met him a man from the city who had demons. For a long time, he had lived amongst the tombs, not in any house, and he wore no clothes. When he saw Jesus, he cried out and fell down before him and said with a loud voice, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, do not torment me." For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man. For many a time it had seized him. He was kept under guard and bound with chains and shackles, but he would break the bonds and be driven out by the demon into the desert. Jesus then asked him, "What is your name?" And he said,
Legion!
For many demons had entered him. And they begged him not to command them to depart into the abyss. Now, there was a large herd of pigs that was feeding there on the hillside. The demons begged him to let them enter them, so he gave them permission. Then the demons came out of the man and entered the pigs. The herd rushed down the steep bank into the lake and drowned. When the herdsmen saw what had happened, they fled and told it in the city and in the country. Then people went out to see what had happened, and they came to Jesus and found the man from whom the demons had gone, sitting at the feet of Jesus with clothes on and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And those who had seen it told them how the demon-possessed man had been healed. Then all the people of the surrounding country of the Gerasenes asked him to depart from them, for they were seized with great fear. So he got into the boat and returned. The man from whom the demons had gone begged that he might be with him. But Jesus sent him away, saying, "Return to your home and declare how much God has done for you." And he went away, proclaiming throughout the whole city how much Jesus had done for him. So now we have a lot of information on mental health and mental health illnesses and disorders, right? But back in the day, we didn't have all that information and we didn't have all that compassion for it. People were just mad, innit? If you was mad, you were just mad. And every area, every estate had its madman in it. And so if you saw Mad Max, if you happened to be outside and you saw Mad Max, it was peak for you. You understand? If you wanted to go corner shop at night, to go grab your Ribena or whatever, I'm telling you, you had to do look outside, at your windows and check that Maddox wasn't out there. Because if he was out there and he happened to see you,
it was peak for you, you understand?
So that's just how we dealt with it. So this was basically their Mad Max, you understand? It was their Mad Max because another account says that people couldn't even go that way. The man was so, he was finished, innit? He was tapped. That you couldn't even go that way. And so I have 7 points that I wanted to talk to you about. The first point was, even though they had their local madman, the people were almost comfortable with it. Imagine Jesus comes to your hood, and heals your local madman. Wouldn't you be happy? You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't even happy. They were so used to what they had. They were so willing to just sit in their sin. And it's sad because a lot of us are like that. We just want to sit in the comfort zone. Yeah, he's mad, but you know what I'm saying? And so that's the first point. The second point is the demons knew who Jesus was. They said, Son of the Most High God. Like, yo, the demons knew who Jesus was. That's amazing. There's no other argument, is there, about Jesus not being the Son of God? It's right there. 3, not even the demons, wanted to go into the abyss, wanted to go into hell. Even the demons didn't want to go there. So how much more do you not want to go to hell, bro? You get it? Like, that's scary. Deep it. The demons don't want to go to hell, bro.
But we're just moving around like it's calm, like for us to go, nah, it's not adapting. It's not adapting. Demons don't want to go. You definitely don't want to go. You know, like that.
4, they begged Jesus to leave. The people begged Jesus to leave. Like, that's heartbreaking. Think about it, yeah? Jesus was God and man. So he had feelings. And he's come to this city to heal them, to spend time, to do miracles. The demon-possessed man ran up on him. Jesus didn't go to him, you know. The demon-possessed man ran up on Jesus, yeah? He healed him. And then the townspeople came out and begged Jesus to leave. That's so hurtful. Like, they rejected him. That's a painful thing. Think about it. Jesus wasn't doing nothing wrong, yeah? And even when you're doing something wrong and you get rejected, you're upset. Come on now. You know, you've been in the club, you drank too much, you're high, you smoke too much, whatever, and you start doing too much. You get dashed out.
What happens is dash you out. You start fighting or whatever, you get turf out, and you're vexed. You're vexed, but they was good to dash you out. Like, they need to dash you out.
You're still vexed. You get it? But Jesus didn't do nothing and was kicked off the island. Human nature. 5, when they asked Jesus to leave, he did. He didn't argue with them. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing to them. He just left. And that shows, like, to me, his character. He's not forceful. He's not like the devil. He's not going to force you. You know what I'm saying? He is a gentleman. You want me to leave? He gives you free will and free choice. Beautiful. 6, no more miracles were performed in that city. Think about it. Like, there could have been like a whole book in the Bible, like more about all the things Jesus did there. But there isn't, because the people begged Jesus to leave. So they stopped others from getting their healing, others from getting their blessing. Incredible. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you, guys. Last point, point 7. The man told his testimony. Jesus told him to go and tell what God has done. And the man told his testimony. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute, yeah? Because think about it. If you was the local madman, yeah, and you got healed, would you just move to another city where they didn't know you was mad and just start a whole new life? Because he stayed in his city and gave his testimony over and over. Like, how beautiful is that? Like, a lot of us couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us couldn't be in the thick of it like that. Like, oh, last week you was mad. People be chatting like,
oh, you're mad, yeah, you got clothes on today. Oh, you got clothes on now.
saying, like, imagine. But he didn't care. He was so obedient and so happy what God had done for him, what Jesus had done, that he obeyed him. You know, Jesus said, if you love me, keep my commands, obey my commands. And the man did. And I love that. Think about it, guys. How many times have you had a testimony and you haven't shared it? And your testimony could have touched others in such a beautiful way and glorified God. Let's think, yeah. All right, let's say you got one pair of underwear, yeah? Just one. And you're busy, you're grinding, you're working 3 days
Yeah,
straight.
you're basically working so that you can buy some underwear. You get me?
Normally, you go and you wash out your underwear and you hang them up to dry, yeah? And you wear them the next day. But this week, you're working 3 days back to back. You didn't have no time to wash your underwear. So 3 days straight, you got your underwear on. Dirty.
Itchy balls, brethren. Itchy balls. Itchy pum pum. You get it?
Peak. And someone comes to you and just says to you, you know, this is going to sound so weird. This is going to sound so weird. But I feel like God told me to buy you these 365 pairs of underwear. Don't judge me, just take the underwear. I just feel like God told me to give it to you. Now, how many of you, yeah, would be like,
Yo, random! Don't you know? I had one pair of underwear, balls was itchy, bruv. I was suffering. And someone came to me and said God told him to come and they gave me 365 pairs of underwear. One for every day of the year. I don't have to wash nothing.
what? You lot just don't understand how happy I am. I'm bare comfortable now. What? 365 pairs of underwear, you know? How many of you would be like that? Or how many of you would be like, yo, someone bought me a couple of things, you know? It's calm, innit? Bless, it's bless. And how many of you would just be like, thank you, Lord? You know what I'm saying? Like when you tell your honest testimony, you glorify God. When you tell your honest testimony. So, that's it. I want to know what you guys think of this story. Story of Legion, the demon-possessed man that Jesus healed. Let me know in the comments and let me know. What other stories do you not want to hear about? Did you know about this story? What do you think about it? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.
Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it.